Are you living paycheck to paycheck and you have no money in your bank account at the end of every single month? I'm going to be sharing reasons why you may be broke and how to solve them. Tip number 1, ditch your credit card. Do you have a credit card and whenever you're spending, you're constantly using it? Card is great for someone who knows where to invest, how to invest, and how to save. You can build up points because you can get free flights, free hotels, and even free shopping, but you need to know how to use it. If you are someone who is swiping without thinking, using your credit card excessively and not being able to pay it off, you need to chop it up and get rid of it. Credit cards in general have about 15 to 30% interest. If you spend £1,000 and you're unable to pay that £1,000 back, and the credit card is 20% APR, it's going to charge you about £20 for the first month. If this sounds like you are always going to stay broke and live paycheck to paycheck and get into debt. Once you get rid of your credit card, I can guarantee you are going to spend less because it feels like you're actually spending real money and not free money. Poor money habit number 2 is having no emergency fund. The problem with not having an emergency fund can mean you dip into credit cards and even get loans out. It may not be so easy to ask your family or friends, especially in this cost of living crisis, for extra money. So this is a way that you can get into debt very quickly. Every month, have one less Deliveroo, have one less Uber, save between £20 to £50 and put it in an emergency fund. Only use your emergency fund for emergencies such as your roof caving in, not your emergency nail appointment. Poor money habit number 3 is having expensive hobbies. Having expensive hobbies can literally drain your financial resources. I'm not saying you need to give up all your hobbies, give up your life, but take a look at your hobbies and see what you can cut down on. Health is wealth, but a lot of people are spending excessive money on going to gym memberships, going to additional classes, spending money on personal trainers. Yes, this is going to help you live a better life, a longer life. However, how many of those extra things do you need? I used to have 3 gym memberships, and honestly, the amount of money I was spending, when I look back, I think, what the hell was I doing? Other expensive hobbies, which are a little bit easier to cut down on, are fine dining, traveling, shopping, golfing, and the list goes on. Poor money habit number 4, not investing. If your money is getting used up every single month, and you are living paycheck to paycheck, you need to look at what you are spending. However, if you are someone who is able to save a little bit every single month, you need to work out how to invest to make that money work for you. You can start investing in tax-free ISAs, stocks and shares. There's so many ways. If you decide to invest in an ISA, which I recommend for everyone, you can go for a cash ISA or a stocks and shares ISA. A stocks and shares ISA has varying levels of trade, from very, very low risk to high risk. So do whatever you're comfortable with. It's tax-free money and it's so important to be investing rather than just putting your money in a savings pot. You can invest in properties, building a portfolio, cryptocurrency, buying into a franchise, starting a business. There are so many possibilities. Poor money habit number 5, keeping up with others. If you're trying to match your spending habits and lifestyles of others, you are going to get into financial debt, especially if you don't have the income that other people do have. If you have a group of friends who always like to go to fine dining places, fancy bars, be quite open and honest about whether you can't afford it or you are really working on your financial goals for the future, so you're going to cut down. 99% sure they're all going to understand and won't judge you for it. They may be inspired to cut down themselves. Poor money habit number 6, impulse buy. Making unplanned purchases without considering the long-term impacts can really drain your savings. Avoiding impulse buying really does require discipline and having a conscious effort. One way I recommend solving this is wait 48 hours before purchasing and really think about, do I need this product? How is this product going to help me in life? Is it going to impact my long-term goals of saving? You also need to keep your long-term financial goals front of mind every single day. Remind yourself of the bigger picture and how spending can actually derail you from retirement early or financial freedom. Also be setting a budget for maybe these impulse buying purchases or spending in general, so you know exactly what can go in and out every single month. Poor money habit number 7, being cheap instead of frugal. Slightly controversial, but if you're being cheap, spending on low quality products, you are likely to have to buy them again and again and again. However, if you buy them once and you buy them at a higher quality, maybe a little bit more expensive, it's less likely they're going to break, wear and tear, and you won't have to buy them again. Money habit number 8, neglecting to cancel unwanted subscriptions. If you are forgetting to cancel unused subscriptions, you are paying a recurring cost every single month of something you are never using. You need to take a look at your bills, be very strict with it. Look at exactly what you're using, what you're not using, and get rid of any that you are not using. It can save you anything from £10 per month up to £100. And that money you do save, make sure you invest it and don't just stick it in a savings account. Money habit number 8, not leveraging tax advantages. Of course, depending on where you live and the tax in your country. Failing to take advantage of tax advantages, retirement plans can really have a long-term impact on your financial goals. A lot of companies have retirement plans, and the amount of money you put in from your paycheck, a lot of employers will match it. So make sure you take advantage. Or money habit number 10, limited access to financial education. I don't know if anything has changed in the last 15 to 20 years, but I personally wasn't taught anything about saving money, retiring early at school. Without adequate knowledge, it's so easy to not understand financial concepts and make informed decisions. So if you found this content helpful and you want more financial education, make sure you hit that subscribe button.